All right. So, as I am sure a lot of you already know, on July 13th, an assassin in Butler, Pennsylvania, tried to murder the 45th president of the United States. It was a night that was filled with laughs and applause, and Donald Trump amazingly found himself dodging bullets instead of hecklers. Talk about a tough crowd. But you wouldn't know it from the liberal propagandists masquerading as the legacy news media. Outlets like CBS and CNN and the ABC News hacks and the Washington Post hacks and the New York Times hacks have all returned to mislabeling President Trump as a far-right extremist, a man who endangers our lives more than Adolf Hitler at a Joseph Stalin convention, because that narrative is more useful to them than admitting that maybe they helped radicalize someone into trying to kill a mainstream political candidate. Imagine being a journalist covering American political news here in the year 2024 and losing interest in a story about the attempted murder of a guy who is possibly the most famous person on earth. It's an incident that actually killed one of his biggest supporters. Picture this. Trump takes the stage in Butler, Pennsylvania. He's ready to charm the pants off of all the people at the event. He's got his best chart on illegal border crossings, ready to drop some knowledge bombs. And just as he's about to get into the nitty gritty, bam, a bullet whizzes past his ear. And suddenly the night takes a turn for the worse. Now, you'd think the Secret Service would be on top of their game, right? Wrong, not the case. They left a roof unsecured, allowing some sneaky assassin to climb up and take a shot. Talk about a major oops moment. And in the aftermath, we've got a volunteer firefighter dead, 2 others injured, and Trump with a new hole in his ear. Not exactly the kind of souvenir you want to take home from a rally, am I right? And here's the kicker. Despite all the chaos and confusion, the liberal media just doesn't seem to care about this news story. They're driving it out of the news faster than a New York taxi driver on a Friday night. The same people who spent 3 years talking about January 6th and 4 years discussing the fake Russian collusion hoax have now forgotten about July 13th faster than Joe Biden forgot how his son Beau died. And spoiler alert, he wasn't killed in Iraq. Fortunately for average Americans, we have independent media and free speech platforms like X where this news can still be discussed openly. In fact, last night, President Trump and Elon Musk discussed this very incident on this platform.
What they think is that this guy ran to his site, which he had all planned out with a gun. He ran to the site and he started shooting fast, and maybe that's why he sort of missed. I mean, he
but
he
as you
got
said,
me, but
he
it
would have
could have
hit.
been could have been a much bigger problem.
But he totally would have hit if you hadn't turned your head. So, like, there was it was a very near thing.
It was a miracle. If I hadn't turned my head,
Yeah,
I would not be talking to you right now. As much as I like you,
exactly.
I would not.
Yeah,
I would not be talking to you.
I mean, you'd be talking to me from another realm, perhaps.
Yeah, that's right. We'd be talking from a different place.
Right, imagine that. So the liberal elitists who control our media will no longer discuss what was easily the most significant moment of the 2024 election. The Secret Service still has a lot of questions to answer, and I know you guys probably want those answers, but fear not, my fellow Americans. Your favorite Texas-based radio network is on the case. We're not going to let this one slide, and I know we're not alone. We're a small, humble part of a bigger political movement that hopefully you're part of as well. You demand answers and accountability and a promise that this kind of disaster never happens again, and I agree with most of you on that. The liberal media is a joke, but right now we don't need jokes. We need answers, because who needs a comedy club when you've got a presidential rally? And am I right? Hey, thanks for watching this video. Share it on X and other social media platforms. Let's get the word out. We deserve answers, I think.